We are here today with a very special guest. I love what you're doing both in rock and country, and I think you're going to become more of a presence in rock. We're here with Koe Wetzel. So excited to talk to you for the first time.
Man, I'm glad to be here, bro. I'm glad, good to be at Daytona.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm very excited. You've got a new record coming out in July. You've got 9 lives coming out.
Yeah.
What's the meaning behind that title, you think?
Oh, man, we kind of just went into it. You know, we've always got people kind of throwing their perception of me on social media or whatever it is. So we thought we'd give the people, you know, just kind of 9 different versions of myself, and I went another direction beside music. So, yeah, man, it's going to be a good record. We're excited for it, and so we can't wait for y'all to hear it.
And, you know, there seems to be really something special happening down in Texas with rock music, especially. People like you, people like Treaty Oak Revival, people like, you know, there's just so much happening down there. Can you talk about what you think it is about right now with rock and country that's really popping off down in Texas?
Yeah, well, like you said, Treaty Oak Revival, we got Austin Meadis playing later on. You got Giovanni and the Higher Guns. You got people like that. I mean, I think it's more or less, it's kind of what we came up on. You know, we came up on that punk rock, the grunge rock, the shit like that. So everything just kind of, history repeats itself, you know, I think. And it's just kind of coming back around, you know, especially with the country music. And it blends so well and together. So, yeah, man, it's cool, man.
And you're like, to me, one of the real rock stars out here doing this, you know what I mean? It's like, when did you first get into music? I like to talk to people about their lives. You know, what really inspired you to start getting into songwriting?
Yeah, man, I've been playing music my whole life pretty much, you know, and my mom played and stuff, so I've always been around live music. And in Texas, you know, growing up, it's country music. So in middle school, I found out who Nirvana was, you know, and grabbed, you know, other genres of music from that, like post-grunge and stuff like that. So I've just always had that rock influence, country influence, kind of blended together later on in life.
One of the songs that you put out last year for me that I listened to repeatedly, you did this with Ella Langley, That's Why We Fight. That song is such a banger, dude.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about that song? I fucking love that song.
So she hit me up. She was like, hey, I think, you know, I got this song that would be cool for all of us to get on. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, send it to me. So she did, and I was like, that's the best song you've ever wrote, you know, like, this is awesome. So let's get together on it, and we did, and it turned out great. You know, I love Ella. We've been friends for a long time, so it was cool for us to finally get together on a song, and especially that one, you know.
Yeah. And, you know, you've gotten so much love from all your peers in the industry and a lot of these guys that are in the kind of the country rock space. And this is something this is what I follow for a living. Something special is happening where you're seeing a crossover between the country sound and the rock sound right now. And I think that artists like you are at the forefront of that as well. And that's why I think we're going to talk a lot more, because you're doing big things in country and in rock. What do you think? You know, who are some of the peers that you have toured with the most in country and in rock that you guys, I know that you've worked with Hardy, you've worked with Jelly Roll, you know, I'm sure you and Jelly have a lot of fun together.
Yeah, we have too much fun together, and he's playing, I hit him up earlier, I texted him earlier, he never texted me back. It's probably a good thing, because the last time we played a festival together, it didn't go good for either one of us. We were all over the place, and I think that's the last time me or him have ever played Cheyenne Frontier Rodeo ever. You're like,
you guys are banned.
No, we were breaking shit up against we're going eating Cowboy hats made. It was just, oh man, it was not good. But we always have a hell of a time, you know.
Yeah,
it's a great time.
When did you meet Jelly first? How did you guys come to know each other?
You know, we talked on Instagram and, you know, through social medias and stuff, and then just going to Nashville to write and stuff all the time, and we just kind of through mutual friends and stuff. And first time we hung out together, you know, we kind of hit it off, and like I said, it's never good whenever we hang out, because we're gonna burn the motherfucker down.
Dude, you have a couple spots in Texas that I know this because my friend and he was like, we got to go to Coe's spot. Like, again, a lot of my friends fuck with you hard as well, and they're like, I go to Texas a lot. I'm like, we got to go to Coe's spot. Is this a restaurant? Is this a strip club? What is this? I sincerely don't know. I've just seen the promo images.
Yeah,
you're like surrounded by hot chicks.
Yeah, so it's a restaurant during the day till about 9 o'clock, and then once 9 o'clock hits, it's a club, it's a bar, you got girls in lingerie bringing you drinks, bottle service. It's kind of all the above. It's like a country dive bar with a club.
What's it called? Because I'm going.
It's called Coe Wetzel's Ride Room. If we're in Texas, if you're there, go check it out. If not, it's all right. Go to the Stockyards or something like that.
No, I'm going to that. That sounds like a good time. And so I love artists who get in the entrepreneurial space as well.
Sure.
So when you first got, a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't. I'm sure it's doing very well for you. I'm sure because I mean, people are like, we got to go to Coast.
Yeah, for sure.
know?
No, we have a lot of fun with it, man.
Yeah, I mean, getting broadening your business outside of just being a musician. You know, how important is that?
Oh, it's very important. You know, I mean, you can play music forever, but it's also good to have other things you can kind of, lean on. You know, like for me, I love music with all my heart. I'll forever do music, but
Right.
In some senses, it's not all that I am. I want to do other stuff. So it's really cool to have a spot that we can go and whenever we first put it all together, I said I just want a place that I can go get fucked up at and not worry about going to jail.
I love that.
So-
And you with these spots and getting into the entrepreneurial space, it reminded me a lot of Vinny and Dime from Pantera, because they had their own spot out there.
Yeah,
in Texas,
absolutely.
bro.
You bet.
You Texas boys are just, you're really doing it on a different level, and I love that. So I like to talk to people about the special moments in their career. When did you have that realization that, man, this is really going to become a full-time thing for me? This is taking on.
Yeah, I think probably after we released Noise Complaint, we went from having 50 to 100 people in a club to 2,000 to 3,000 people every night, and it was kind of like, what the fuck did we do right? Different, and man, it's just kind of after that, it's just been kind of a roller coaster. It's been a whirlwind. It's been great. It's been awesome. It's now it's our main source of income.
Yeah.
So no, man, we're having a good time. We're playing music. We get to do what we love. We get to travel, be with our friends, and just make music. And people fuck with us. And it's really cool for that. We appreciate it.
You've connected with a lot of people different than other artists, where you have, I think, a lot of people, you're very likable as well. What do you think it is where you're just connecting with fans where some artists might not be?
Man, I've said this a couple of times. I think it's just the raw and real lyrics. It's just we're singing about everyday shit. Stuff that people are going through, and I think that people are going through the same shit that I am. So why not talk about it? So. Fuck you, motherfucker. But yeah, no, dude, I think it's just being real with people, and being upfront with them and not feeding them bullshit. So
I love that.
Yeah, man.
For you, I like to talk to people about their childhood, growing up, upbringing, where you played sports and stuff like that. What was your childhood like?
My childhood was great, man. I was like an only child. I was like 8 or 9, so I found a lot of ways to entertain myself, and whether it was going on a journey by myself or doing whatever. So I've always had like an imaginative mind and mindset. So and still to this day, I'm a loner, dude. I'm an introvert. If I'm not at a festival, at a show, dude, I'm by myself in the back room, or but no, I've always found a good way to entertain.
Cross as an introvert, publicly, but I've met a lot of people who are that way, where it's like,
sure.
When I'm out here, it's party all day, but at a certain time, it's like you got to chill and read.
Yeah, and there's times like whenever we get on stage and stuff, it's like I'm not shy at all. I can fucking sing to thousands of people, but you get me in a room with 50 people and I freak the fuck out.
Yeah, I feel the same way, 100%. This new record coming out in July, building upon your last album was El Paso, right? Yep, I love that record. What can you expect? What can fans expect from the sound on this? Your natural evolution.
Man, it's more laid back. It's more. It's kind of a left turn from what we've ever done before. Just kind of showing people that we have a lot of versatility. I have a lot of in my songwriting and the way I'm putting music together. It's just very versatile. So I just want people to know that it's not just the crazy party all the time. That there's different sides to me, and we're never going to stop making music like El Paso. But this record is. It's a complete different than anything we've done before. So
when you approach your live show, which is one of the things that I think you're most known for as well, is you guys have such a great live show. How did that come together? How did you, what's your approach to live performances?
Yeah, I think we really had to. Like we've been on the road since 2011, and coming up in Texas, playing Texas music and stuff like that. Like you have to get on the road. You have to beat it up. You have to gain your own fans. You don't have anything given to you. So I think from day one, that's always been kind of the deal. Is like live shows are our baby. Let's make it fat and juicy.
Yeah, and I did not know that you've been at this since 2011, and that's very interesting because, bro, I have known so many people. Hardy, in some ways, was the same way, where he did it for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know, back to 2011, that's a long time. A lot of people would have given up. A lot of people would have gotten tired and went and got, a full-time job or whatever it is. And I'm sure there was a lot of years you probably weren't making great money, but you stuck with it. What does it mean? It seems like if you do it long enough, it will work out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's if you have a dream, chase the motherfucker. I don't think it was ever an option for us to kind of quit, you know, just because, like I said, we didn't want real jobs. We didn't have to go work for somebody else. We just kind of wanted to do our own thing. And so I think that's what, you know, kept us striving to keep playing music and, you know, trying other stuff that, you know, people might not try. So it's been really cool, man. Like I said, I wouldn't trade it for anything, man.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. When you go out to these kind of touring and everything like that, you mentioned like you didn't want everything to be focused on partying and stuff like that. A lot of people I know, it's like sometimes it can become a revolving door of partying. It seems like for you, it's kind of that way. Like, do you partake nonstop 7 days a week, or does the party ever slow down?
No.
For me, I have to have like at least a couple hours.
Yeah, and that's kind of like with the new record, man. It's kind of like that's kind of what I've been trying to tell everybody. It's kind of like to me, kind of like turn over a leaf. But you know, we've been fucked up 3 of the 6 days this week, so we're trying to get back a little bit. We're trying, but I mean, we're always going to be who we are, and you know, I mean, the party's never going to stop, but maybe just simmer it down just a little bit. Instead of having 20 drinks, maybe we'll have 7 or 8, 19.
That makes total sense. And on that note, Coe, this is a festival interview. We'll do a longer one in the future.
Cool.
I appreciate you so much, bro. We're going to check your set out, and much respect. I don't put in for interviews with everybody. I put in for interviews with artists I really fuck with, and you were definitely one of those. I love the energy you're bringing to rock, and so I hope to have you on many.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. We're going to have fun today.
Yep. Hell yeah, bro. Thank you. Fuck yeah.